Hey everybody, if you've bought a pre-workout from us and your goal is to get a good pump, odds are that you're getting a product containing something called glycerol. Now there's multiple states of glycerol and there's multiple ways of going about taking it. So in today's Sup Insider, we're going to be talking about glycerol and why you might be picking up products that are a little clumpy. Things like Adrenaline by Black Market, Stars and Pipes by America Labs, and Hydraulic by Axe and Sledge, they're all going to contain some form of glycerol. So what is it? Unlike all the macronutrients, glycerol isn't necessarily any one of them. It's considered a sugar alcohol, and in nature, it's a sugary, sweet, liquidy substance. It has about 4 calories per gram, but it doesn't classify as any specific macronutrient. So in the supplement industry, it's used for more than just pump products. It's also used as a softener and a sweetener in some protein bars to hold it together and give you that texture. Glycerol is naturally a liquid, and aka glycerin in the food industry. How do we convert it to a powder to make it, well, scoopable? So what we have to do is we bond this glycerin to some other stable source that allows it to dry up, become a powder. 3 examples of this are glycerol monosterate, Hydromax by Glambia, aka Optimum Nutrition, and also Glycer Pump, which is a new patented form, is also stable. Glycerol monosterate is really a basic version, and it's not very bioavailable. It's about 35% actual glycerol per gram. Whereas Hydromax and Glycer Pump both are 65% glycerol, and they're very stable. Glycer Pump, the patented version, has been reported by some to be a better powdery substance, more easily mixable as opposed to Hydromax, which is a little bit chalkier. It almost has like a waxy consistency when you drink it. So how does this stuff work? I mean, why are we taking it and why is it clumping up our product? It is known for its ability to increase the body's natural storages of water. And you're probably thinking, wait, water retention? I don't want to retain water. It really increases the level of water within the blood. More specifically, it has an ability to increase your plasma volume. This means that your veins are going to be popping, your muscle pumps are going to look bigger, but also in those participating in endurance events, it can benefit you long term to have higher levels of blood plasma. So what's the effective dose? Well, in endurance activities, we've seen a stupid amount of glycerol used, upwards of 1.2 grams per kilogram of body weight, which is just dumb if you're taking a supplement like this. It's more within the ranges of 3 to 5 grams if you're just going for pump. This is with things that are like stable, like Hydromax or Glycer Pump. If it's glycerol monosterate, you might want to consume upwards of 10 to 15 grams of it just to actually get the benefits of hyperhidrosis. And believe it or not, glycerol was actually banned in 2012 by the WADA, the World Anti-Doping Agency, because it was thought to be able to mask the use of performance-enhancing drugs by increasing your plasma volume and masking other substances out. It was retracted back in 2017, though, or 2018, where they were like, well, it doesn't actually do that, so it's totally okay to take for performance benefits. Why does it clump? That's why you're watching this. Why are you getting a product that is clumpy, it's irritating you, and you're coming back to me, and you're wanting to return your product? And I'm just here to let you know that this clumpiness comes from the fact that glycerol in and of itself, like we've been talking about this whole time, is very hydrophilic. That means that it loves water. So simply being in this container, it's going to absorb the liquid around it in the air. If you leave it in a hot vehicle, it's going to be even worse because it's going to want to suck in the liquid from the air, and also the heat cultivates that process. If you open up a pre-workout and there's little clumps in it, especially if it contains glycerol, it's not a bad thing. It actually changes the potency none whatsoever. If you have the ability to still get it into a scooper and put it into a product and mix it up into a liquid, there's nothing wrong with it. If you open up your tub and it is a complete brick, there's not a single ability to scoop out any powder whatsoever, bring it on back. Let's talk about it. Let's figure out the problem. That might be that it's been sitting too long in the heat or on a shelf, but for most cases, don't worry about a few clumps here and there. It doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means that it's absorbed a little bit of liquid. It's going to mix right up and become normal all over again. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Sup Insider. We really appreciate you guys, and have a great rest of your day.